Home of Shalom is getting back to the basics of church being the people and not the building by prioritizing relationships. We've had an amazing summer hosting our get-togethers in the park with over 140 people attending our last worship event. We continue to identify and meet the needs of our community beyond the four walls by serving at food pantries, picking up trash across the city, and praying for our transient neighbors. We've partnered with amazing organizations like Life Services, doing diaper drives for their clients, Urban Youth Collaborative, empowering teenagers to start Bible clubs at their public schools, and Light a Lamp nonprofit, who trains and equips students for the Hope Squad to stop bullying and prevent suicide in our schools. And we've been noticed too, with the Parks Department waiving our fees for our worship events, and Kathy McMorris Rogers, former state representative, attending one of our worship events and even offering to do the closing prayer. And we have exciting things coming up as well, with the Be Bold for Jesus conference inviting me to be a speaker on the youth stage this year, including Home of Shalom leading out service projects on the Sunday of the conference. Our mission is and will continue to be discipleship, as we host weekly Bible studies both online and in person, and already have our first commitment for baptism. In Luke chapter 5, Jesus told a group of fishermen to go out into the deep water and to let down their nets. We usually don't even think about this request to go out into the deep water in verse 5 because we're so focused on the miracle of the catch. But this initial request from Jesus is worth paying attention to, especially for church leaders today. The Hebrew word translated as deep waters in the Old Testament often refers to chaos and confusion and disorder. It's the word in the creation story that separates the light from the dark. It's the same word used in the flood when God restrains the chaos of the deep water. And it's the same word used in the Exodus story when he parts the deep water so the Israelites can safely pass through. You see, Jesus asked his followers to step into the chaos and confusion and disorder of this world. And when they did, they saw miracles happen, just like the miraculous catch of fish. By trusting in Jesus, they got even more than they could ever imagine. Home of Shalom and doing church differently can be like stepping into the deep water. Sometimes it'll feel like chaos and confusion, but when we try something new and we put out into the deep water, something miraculous will happen. So instead of questioning the question, I want to trust in the same way that Simon Peter did. And thank you for trusting me to be the pastor of Home of Shalom.